All right, if you're in the nonprofit world, you live and breathe fundraising, right? But what if I told you there's a way to turn your biggest fans into your best fundraisers? Well, that's exactly what we're digging into today. We're going to master the art of peer-to-peer fundraising. So let me ask you this. Is your fundraising really reaching its full potential? It's a question that probably keeps you up at night. I mean, you've got the passion, you've got this amazing cause, but are you leaving support on the table? Let's talk about a strategy that can unlock a level of community engagement you might not have thought possible. Okay, let's dive right in. The power of P2P. And look, this isn't just another buzzword or some tactic to add to a long list. No way. When you get this right, peer-to-peer fundraising creates this incredible, genuine wave of support. It actually ignites momentum that comes directly from your community. So what are we actually talking about here? What is P2P fundraising? Well, think of it this way. It's a model that basically turns your supporters into fundraisers themselves. Instead of just your organization asking for donations, you're empowering your whole community to tap into their personal networks. It's like giving your mission a megaphone or 100 megaphones. You're multiplying your voice and your reach like instantly. And that's the whole point, right? To ignite this remarkable momentum. It's all about shifting your mindset away from just, simple transactions and focusing instead on building real human connections. We're talking person to person, network to network. That's how you create that powerful ripple effect for your cause. But let's get real for a second. Here's the reality check. I'm sure we've all seen this happen. A campaign kicks off with all the best intentions. It has so much potential, but somewhere along the way, it just falls flat. The energy is there at the start, but some really crucial steps get missed. Okay, so let's get super practical. We are going to break down the 3 most common pitfalls that can totally derail a P2P campaign. And more importantly, we're going to look at the solutions, the actionable things you can do to make sure your next campaign doesn't just work, it absolutely flourishes. All right, pitfall number 1, and this one is huge. It's launching without a clear, compelling narrative. I mean, you can have a big financial goal, sure, but if the people fundraising for you don't have a great story to tell, their message is just going to get lost in all the noise out there. And the difference here is it's night and day. You see, vague messaging makes a potential donor scratch their head and think, okay, but why does this really matter? A captivating story, on the other hand, gives them the answer. So don't just say, we need $10,000. Instead, show them what that money does. Tell a real story from someone you've helped. That's what builds that emotional bridge and makes a donation feel important and powerful. Okay, on to pitfall number 2. And this is a trap that is so easy to fall into. You get so focused on that fundraising goal, that number, that you forget about the people, the actual humans making it happen. You stop actively engaging with your fundraisers and, through them, their donors. And when that happens, well, fundraising just becomes a transaction. Your volunteers, your supporters, they start to feel like cogs in a machine, totally disconnected from the amazing impact they're having. The fix? It's all about communication. You've got to make it a priority. Send out regular updates. Celebrate every little milestone. Show your fundraisers exactly how their hard work is paying off. That's how you keep that passion burning bright and keep the momentum rolling. And that brings us to our 3rd big misstep, ignoring personalization. You know what I'm talking about? It's that generic one-size-fits-all email that lands in your inbox. And let's be honest with ourselves. What do we do with it? We delete it. Almost every time. Look, the simple truth is this. Personalization just works. A generic message makes a potential donor feel totally invisible. But when a fundraiser takes a minute to customize their message, to share why they personally care about your cause, man, that creates a real, genuine connection. That simple little act makes donors feel seen, it makes them feel valued, and guess what? It results in way higher conversion rates. It's a game changer. And this is where we get to the really good stuff. Because here's why all of this is so important. Avoiding these pitfalls, it's not just about hitting some number on a spreadsheet. It's about unlocking the real long-term value of peer-to-peer. And that goes so much deeper than the bottom line. Yeah, this is where the real magic happens. A P2P campaign that's done right does so much more than raise money. It builds long-term relationships. It creates this incredible sense of belonging. It makes your supporters feel like they are a critical, integral part of your mission. So you see, you're not just raising money for one campaign. You're building a dedicated, passionate community that's going to be with you for the long haul. That's a lasting impact. Okay, so we've walked through the problems and we've talked about the solutions. The big question now is, how do you actually put all of this into action for your very next campaign? It really boils down to 3 powerful, simple steps. Number 1, before you do anything else, build a strong emotional story. Number 2, make communication and engagement a top priority right from the get-go. And number 3, give your fundraisers the tools and encouragement they need to create those deeper connections through real, genuine personalization. And that really brings us back to the most important question of all, doesn't it? It all starts with the story. So as you're planning your next big campaign, please don't just start with the financial goal. Start with the heart. Start with the narrative. Ask yourself, what story are you going to tell? Because that story, that is what's going to ignite everything.